Hey guys, Princess3X, and today I'm filming my back to school tutorial number, I don't know, because it depends on which ones I put up, but one of my back to school tutorials again. I'm going to keep this intro pretty short and sweet, but basically this look is for those who want a pop of color without doing the traditional pop of color, if that makes sense, because I know a lot of tutorials, they do neutral on the upper lash line or upper lid, and then do like color on the lower lash line, but this one is a bit different from that, so there's a different way to take that pop of color and use it. So I will zoom in and show you this look. I did blue today because I am wearing blue, but basically it's to do a really nice sort of outline liner is what I call it. It's black with an outline of blue and a really neutral lid. So yeah, it just looks like it's really perfectly outlining the liner, and I'll show you how to do that in the video. Really easy to match up with any outfit that you have. The color eyeliner that I used is the e.l.f. cream liner in Teal Tease, and you can't see it because I have a light on, but it's a really nice sort of blue color, and e.l.f. liners are great, really cheap, $3 from the Studio line, and super pigmented, and they stay on really well. So if you're looking for a colored eyeliner for your tutorial, definitely check out the e.l.f. cream eyeliners. You can pick them up at Target or Walmart or on elf.com. So that's mostly what I recommend for cream eyeliners or color eyeliners, but you can use any color eyeliner that you want with this look. It's really fun to mix and match, and I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is use a eyeshadow primer. I'm using Urban Decay's Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and this one is in Eden. And this is just my personal favorite. Another good primer to use is the e.l.f. Mineral Eyeshadow Primer in Sheer. Works really well. I'm just going to use this one today. I'm going to take my first color, and I'm going to use Tease from the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. I'm trying to keep most of the colors that I use matte for the most part. So I'm going to take this one. This is going to be my crease color. And I'm starting with crease color because I want my lid color to be really crisp. So I'm going to apply crease color first. So I'm just applying this with a big fluffy blending brush. Okay, and then just to give me a little more definition, I'm going to take a slightly darker color for my crease and put that over Tease. And I'm using this color here. It does have some shimmer, but it's really minimal shimmer, so it looks matte when you put it on. This is the color from the Maybelline Designer Chocolates Quad. So this is just it. This is my favorite crease color. So I'm going to apply this in my crease to darken it up a little bit. That same brush. And then for my lid color, I'm going to use Foxy, which is this one from the Naked 2 palette, and I'm going to apply that with just a really dense eyeshadow brush. This is the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I'm just going to pack that on my lid. Here comes the super fun part. I'm going to take a blue liner because the shirt I'm wearing is blue. If you're wearing a purple shirt, you can use a purple liner. If you're wearing a green shirt, a green liner, etc. Or you could just do a blue liner with a purple shirt. Doesn't matter. You can mix and match this however you want. It's all about having fun. So I'm using the e.l.f. cream liner, and this one is in Teal Tease. Looks like this. And it is a very pretty bright blue color. However, I'm going to tone it down a little later with some eyeshadow, or possibly make it brighter. Apply this to my eyelid, but I'm not going to line my eye like I normally would. I'm going to make this liner pretty thick, actually, and you'll see why later. But I'm going to just go ahead and line my eye, and you want to make it thicker than your normal liner. Okay, so as you can see, this is pretty crazy and thick, a lot thicker than I normally have my eyeliner, and I sort of look like a witch right now, but that's okay, because it's going to sort of normal out later. And then I'm going to take a eyeshadow, and you can choose any kind of eyeshadow that's similar to the eyeliner that you used. I'm just going to use this teal one here. It has some nice shimmer in it, and I'm going to apply that over the eyeliner just to set it in. Okay, and now the part that sort of normalizes it, I'm going to take an eyeliner, my normal liner. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner Liquid Liner in 861, so black. And I'm just going to line my eyes like I normally would, which is why we made the eyeliner really thick, so that you can still see a little peeking out once we do our regular eyeliner. So just like that. And then you can apply whatever other stuff you want to. I'm going to go ahead and do my lower lash line and my mascara, and then I will come back and show you the rest. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is moisturize my face, and I'm using the Garnier Moisture Rescue Refreshing Gel Cream Moisturizer, and I'm just going to put that on my face. Okay, just like that. And now my face looks delightfully wet. So then I'm going to do, while that dries and sets in, let me move up my camera some, I'm going to use my e.l.f. eyebrow kit in light and do my eyebrows like I always do. And then for my brow highlight, I'm going to use Foxy again from the Naked 2 palette, and just apply that. Then I'm going to apply an inner corner highlight, and I'm using Booty Call from the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette as well. Okay, like that. And then, because I didn't apply it before I came back, because I was like doing other things, so I forgot. But for my upper liner, if I didn't mention already, I used my Wet n Wild Mega Liner Liquid Liner in 861. And then for my lower liner, I used Blackout from the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. And then for my first coat of mascara, I used the TCW Mascara in black. And then for my second coat, I'm just going to do a quick coat of Benefit Bad Gal Lash, and this one is in black as well. So just like so. Now that my moisturizer has officially sunk in, I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. I'm using the Maybelline Dream Smooth Mousse Foundation in 240? Yes, 240 Natural Beige, which once again doesn't really look like my color, but when I put it on, it matches perfectly with my neck and chest. And I'm using a wet Super Blender sponge to do this, because it gives me just a really light natural coverage. It gives me enough coverage that I don't look, you know, like I have bad skin still, but not so much that it looks like I have fake, that I look really fake, if that makes any sense at all. I apply it all over my face with the bottom of the sponge. Excuse my extremely dirty sponge, it tends to happen after you use this sponge a lot of times. And then I take the sides and do under my eyes and then blot it out. And then I do any sort of spot that I feel like needs extra coverage. What I really like about this foundation is that it's really, really buildable, like extremely buildable, and I really like that about it. And then I go right around my eyebrows just to make sure I have a nice crisp line, and then once again just spot concealing on my forehead. This foundation is like really buildable. This is, I guess this would be considered light coverage with concealer. If you used a concealer, I just use this as a concealer as well. But if you used a concealer, this would be like light coverage foundation with this, well, maybe like medium coverage foundation with a concealer. But you can do heavy, sorry, I have the hiccups. You can do heavy with this as well. If you do one layer and then do another sort of thicker layer on top of that, or you can do really, really light by just grabbing sort of one of those white triangle cosmetic sponges and wetting it, and then taking a really small amount and doing that over a large area, because it doesn't dry that quickly. Dries fairly quickly, but not so quickly that you don't have time to blend it out. So it's really easy to do a really light coverage with it. And I'm just going to set my under eyes first. I use the e.l.f. High Definition Eye under eye setting powder. This one is in sheer, which I believe is the only color that they offer. And it's basically, for those who have questions about it, I will review it when I do my August. I don't know if I'm going to do hits and misses or favorites, but either way this will be in it because I do really like it at this point. But if you're wondering what it is, it's basically the same powder as their HD powder, because they have that as well, and I adore that. I just bought a backup of it. Or not a backup, because technically I'm using it. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I bought a backup of the HD powder because I love it so much. But this is basically the same exact powder, except for this, I don't know if you can even see it. I don't want to dump it all over the place, because the sifter in this is horrible, but it has a lot of shimmer in it, or I guess pretty minimal shimmer, but yeah, so it's basically the same powder, just has some shimmer in it. Here it is on my hand. Maybe if I like rub some in, you can see the shimmer. Can you like see the random little sparkles? That's it. So it has some shimmer in it. And I guess the point of that is to brighten up your eyes. I don't know if this really brightens up my eyes that much, but I do sort of like it. And the shimmer is like iridescent, so it doesn't make your eyes look like, it doesn't accentuate the bags. But it does make my under eye look a little lighter when I apply it. And I do sort of like the shimmer because it does draw to my eye subtly. So I do like it a bit, but I will fully review that in my August favorites. Then I'm going to apply blush. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Well, actually, no. Let me not do that before I set my face with powder. That would be bad. I'm going to use the e.l.f. HD powder, high definition powder. It's from the Studio line. It is like $6, I think. And then I'm going to apply blush finally. And I'm using the e.l.f. I don't know why I always use e.l.f. face products. I just really love the e.l.f. brand. I think it's great and really affordable. So constantly using e.l.f. products, but what can you do? I'm using the e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzing powder. This one is in bronzed and blushed, or blushed and bronzed. Who would know? Doesn't show up that well on my skin. The blush doesn't, but I wanted something really light for today, so it's okay if it doesn't show up that well. And then I'm going to take my contour brush and just quickly do a little bit of contouring with my bronzer. And last but not least, I'm going to take my Revlon Color Stay Mineral Finishing Powder and Brighten. I have two highlighters at the moment. I have this and the e.l.f. Blush and Gotta Glow. I actually prefer this to the e.l.f. Blush and Gotta Glow, but the e.l.f. Blush is good too. I just think this one is a much more natural sheen. So I use this one a lot more, but I'm about to run out. So unless I buy a backup, I will start using the NARS. It's like NARS Albatross dupe, the e.l.f. Gotta Glow blush. So that is that for the look. You can then apply lipstick, as I mentioned in my past back to school tutorials. I've been using these 4 lipsticks for the past week of school, and I will continue to use these probably as my everyday sort of lipstick, so I just usually choose one of these. These are the 4 that I carry with me. The first one is the Revlon Color Burst Lip Butter in 50 Berry Smoothie. Just looks like this, bit of a darker one, but I like the moisturizing it gives me. And then the CoverGirl Lip Perfection lipstick in 200 Sultry, which I love the color of this one. It's a very nice neutral pink. Almost looks sort of brown, I guess, but when you put it on, it just sort of looks really, really sort of My Lips but better. That's a way to put it, right? So my perfect My Lips but better shade. And then my Revlon Color Burst in 75 Peach, which is, as the name explains, a peach color. Very, very, very pretty. I love, love, love this color. It's probably the one I use today. And if I don't use this one today, I will use my Sally Hansen Natural Beauty Color Comfort Lip Color in Rose, not Rose Parfait, Perfect Pink. Rose Parfait would be the French way of saying that. Which is a really pretty pink color, very looks very sort of pink in the container, but when you put it on, it just fits really nicely. I really like it. It's not too warm and it's not too cool, but I wouldn't say it's neutral either. I don't know, but it's very pretty. So those 4 are the 4 that I have been carrying around with me. That and my 2 lip balms, my Sugar and my Nivea. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, like, subscribe, send me requests, and I will see you guys later.